Hi, Robin of Oxy-Dry, and I'm doing a condo building hallways. There are 6 floors identical to this, and I cleaned this before. I think I've been here, well, I've been at least once, twice. And what happened was they had, somebody else had been cleaning it, and they had some stains that they hadn't been able to get out. Oh, someone's coming. And they called me, and I was able to get them out, and no problem. And I've been cleaning it since. The carpet is about 20 years old, and it's got that weird effect that happens on the olefin carpets as they age, where they start going dark around the edges. That's caused by age, oxidation, basically. It's not an issue of dirty or clean, etc. At some floors it's more obvious than others. This one's not actually that bad, but some floors it's like really pronounced. As the carpet ages, it just starts turning, basically it's oxidizing over the, couple of decades or whatever. Usually you see that more pronounced than where there's actual sunlight hitting the carpet, but it happens just from age and just from incandescent lights too, actually. It just happens. It just ages. It doesn't last forever. But overall the carpet's actually not in bad shape as far as wear goes. I did vacuum it, by the way. I vacuumed all 6 floors. Took me 1 hour using the Hoover Conquest, and I got about an inch or so of really fine black dust in the canister in the dirt cup. Okay. I'm going to turn the valve on. There we go. Okay. As you can see, I'm using a make sure I'm tight here. AstroTurf, usually what I would use, and I'm using Cobb's, or not Cobb's, but I'm using Causeway Supply NCAP Hero. All right, and I have the splash guard on. I've been using it a little more now. For the commercial work, because I can just sort of, I realize that I can sort of, it's sort of a little easier, I guess, to just go up and sort of just tap the baseboard, as it were. And not to be, the pad won't actually touch the baseboard. It's nice to have that option if you want to have the flash guard on or not. I'm running with the, I guess there's a 17-inch pad driver on there now, which gives me, and I'm running a 19-inch pad. I've got an inch of the pad extending past the pad driver. And it's almost touching the flash guard. With this job, it goes pretty quick. There's nothing much to it, really. There's no steps in this building to do. It's just 6 identical floors. Pretty straightforward, really. But again, one thing I should always point out is if you choose to go with the rotary, which I believe and I've learned, and I continue to say I think is a better option, it's very critical that is you maneuver the machine on the carpet, that you make sure you're doing nice, even, and consistent cleaning passes. I've seen many times where people have been using a rotary, and I can tell they have, because the carpet can really look quite uneven and blotchy, and you can tell that the person who was doing it really didn't know how to handle the rotary properly. And probably they were, in most cases, they would have been pre-spraying rather than shower feeding, because if you spray your solution on as a separate step, you inevitably will end up putting more solution on than you really actually need to do the job, so that you don't dry out the carpet, or it doesn't dry out. And also, it's much more difficult to get an even application of your solution, where you might be one area you might be cleaning out where it's wetter than another area. As you get to it, because it's been sitting there longer, it's drier by the time you get there. And I think that's one of the issues you would run into. Now, you could have a system on your machine, your rotary, and there's a couple of different manufacturers that have it where you have a spray system. Actually, this machine was actually available with a spray system on a few years ago. I don't think they have it anymore. And I would, I actually did some experimenting with a spray system on a machine I had a few years ago, and I hooked up a pump and a switch and a spray jet and everything, and I tried it, and I immediately realized that it just wasn't, it really wasn't a way to go. There's absolutely no advantage to it, and there are quite a few disadvantages. You simply don't need it. Now, let's see. Yeah, I was afraid of that. I'm just going to dribble, so I got to pick that up. Okay, we'll just go back this way. And do it this way. All right. And as you can see, as I am cleaning, I am able to do a pass back and forth. And what's happening is I take a step. I'm taking a step on my right foot, and I'm moving to the right, left foot, moving to the left, and just very easy, sort of a rhythmic swing. I'm not twisting with my arms or my back. I'm actually pivoting off of the balls of my feet, as it were. So there's no twisting of the back. There's no strain on my back, because I've got my arms almost straight. So I'm not actually, most of the weight is actually sort of leaning against my hips, I guess, or just below my waist, against my leg. The handle's actually rusting. Oh. Hello.
Good morning. Sorry about
That's okay.
being away.
So the machine is actually resting against my legs. The handle, that is. But the other point I want to make is that, of course, as I'm working my way down the hallway, I am working away from my power source, so I don't have to worry about having to deal with the wire, the cable. And that's one of the reasons I really like shower feeding and using the rotary for commercial. That's what, it's just simply another advantage it gives us when going it this way. I'm almost up the end of my wire, which makes sense because there's an outlet to my left there. All right. Oh, great. Someone's come on with a suitcase. Hi.
Seen that before?
No.
It looks smart.
Yeah. Point of view of filming.
Yeah.
All right. There's a couple of spots on this floor that I pre-treated with some suspend. Usually this carpet will release most stains pretty easily. Olefin is actually quite stain resistant, except it does have a weakness, and that would be oil. Because it's native oil, it likes to absorb oil, and that's its weakness, as it were. Another spot that I pre-treated right there. And one to the left. Alright, so it'll take me about less than 20 minutes to do a floor. Let's go back this way. And I'm gonna we'll take a look at the pad. That's actually fairly dirty. I wasn't expecting it to be that bad. Interesting. Okay, and we're going to do a measurement, a rough measurement here. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a little bit more than 5 feet wide. And I'll just stride it off, and then you can calculate from there. Each one of my strides is about 3 feet. So 5 feet by whatever we come up with here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 60, 61, 62. 62 times 3 times 5. And that'll figure your square feet, approximately. And, well, 20 minutes, I guess. And that's, you can calculate how many square feet an hour I was doing there. Okay. And I need to mop that up a little bit. Okay. I'll let you go then. I gotta go down and do another floor. So I gotta do this 5 more times. So I'll let you go. Thanks for watching and have a good day.